Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another Steelbook tier list. This time for the month of August. I was looking at the list of movies that we have to show off this month. 21 titles, 21. So get excited about that. A lineup of Steelbooks that's always exciting to see. A lot of bangers, a couple milds, a couple of reprints that are getting 4K discs. So I counted them. If you like this type of stuff, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff. I'm also posting this on my podcast, Boutique Talk, over on the Spotify's Apple Podcasts, all of that jazz. But let's waste no more time and showcase off what we are going to do today. And yes, folks, that is go over this beautiful, beautiful tier list. Every time I've done this, I've always had, I don't like the S, A, B, C, D tier. I would rather showcase them off like this. Amazing, very good, good, not good, and terrible. But the first one that we are going to come out with right out the gate is one that comes out, if you're listening to this live, tomorrow. I'm getting this one in right under the gun. Let me tell you what. But let's start off with Collateral. I already have this movie on 4K. Do I need to have it on Steelbook? I don't think so. I bought the 4K when it was on sale for $10. And while the Steelbook does look great, I still haven't watched the 4K that I have yet. I love this movie, don't get me wrong. I've seen it on Blu-ray. I bet the 4K absolutely pops. And honestly, I think the Steelbook looks mighty nice. I think that front cover looks sharp. Photoshopped, yes, but I do like the blurriness. Tom Cruise always runs fast, so it looks like he's walking fast even when he's not moving at all. Jamie Foxx is just looking like, man, we moving fast right now. But here's the inside. A great scene, one of my favorite scenes in the movie of them in the club. Jamie Foxx always in the cab. That makes a lot of sense. The quote on the back is always just like a really, you couldn't have anything else, but at least this has the nice LA backdrop. Don't get me cornered. You don't have the trunk space, Vincent. I feel like there could have been better quotes for Collateral, even though I know none of them off the top of my head. This one is an okay quote. It's not blowing my socks off, though. But it is a Michael Mann film. He is either very good or very mediocre. And Collateral, I think, is one of his better achievements in his filmography, for sure, which makes me want to go and put Collateral. I think it's a solid, very good. I think we're going out of the gates strong with this one. And for the week, this week of August 6th, this is the only Steelbook release we have. This 4K re-release, but new to Steelbook, Collateral. Collateral, I think, is a very, very good. If we go on to the week of the 13th, we also only have one release, which is kind of crazy to say. Let's see if I can find it here. Over on Walmart.com. That's where we're going to find like all of these, except I do not see this one right off the gate. Here we go. It says it's out of stock already. Hopefully when it comes back in stock closer to launch, it'll be back on stock online. I'm assuming that it will be. So let's stop sharing this screen. I thought I already did that. Stop sharing. There we go. Go over to Walmart and show off Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. It is such a bummer that this movie did not do better at the box office. I just saw today that Longlegs has made more money than Furiosa. That makes, I mean, I like both movies. I love Furiosa, and I think Longlegs is fine. It's a solid flick, but it's no Furiosa. Furiosa is so, it has so much epicness packed inside of it, and not enough people saw it, which is crazy because Fury Road, I know it didn't make a lot at the box office. It made 3 times as much what Furiosa did, but I think this movie has a lot to say, and I'm hoping that when it gets its release on 4K, it gets its due a little bit. I think this will be found on physical media, found on streaming, and people will fall in love with it because it's one of my favorite movies of the year so far. Cannot wait to own this sucker. I will be picking up the 4K because I grabbed some stacks of movies. I did not grab one for Mad Max. I'm trying to see if I have it close to me. And it doesn't look like I do. Huh. Well, they did a Mad Max Fury Road release where it had the steering wheel aesthetic. They're going the same route with Furiosa. So it's kind of cool that both of those match. I don't remember this steering wheel in the movie too much at all. The Mad Max Fury Road one makes a lot more sense. I do remember this scene from the movie. Very, very cool to see. And yes, I love that Chris Hemsworth at least made the inside with his wonderful motorcycle chariot right there. The discs have some artwork too. Sure, they're both the same, and it's kind of just stamped on there, but at least it's something, right? At least it is something. The front is leaving a lot to be desired to me, just because Furiosa has so many great, awesome imagery in there that there's not a lot here from that front. The rest of the Steelbook, I think, looks absolute. I mean, I would even take that for the front cover. Anna Taylor-Joy hiding from the flames. That sounds good. There's a lot of great special features on this disc as well. Highway to Valhalla. There's some only on the 4K disc, which is kind of cool to see. Normally, I get done watching the movie, I have to pop the Blu-ray in. But let's go over to share the screen over on the tier list. And I think I'm going to do Furiosa right in that very good section as well. It's not really blowing my socks off, but it is a very solid release for sure. And guess what? That's all of the Steelbooks for the week of the 13th. There's one this week. There's one next week. The following week on the 20th. There are a ton. What? There's 16 Steelbooks coming out on the 20th? That's crazy. That's 15, 16 Steelbooks coming out on the 20th. That is absolutely nuts. Before we start getting there, we do have some people in the comments. So let's pop them up. How's it going, Collector Movie Man? Looking forward to this video. It's my favorite series that you do. I'm glad to hear it, man. Movie Hunter's in here. Going to be a tough time with 16 steals on the 20th. I should have just looked there. Yep. Absolutely. The 20th is going to be rough because there are quite a few Steelbooks that I want. And then there's one the following week that I want as well. How's it going, Corey? Nice to see you in here. Your collateral came in today. It's really nice in person. Good to hear. Awesome. Hey, hey-o, hi. A whole bunch of highs in here. I love to see it. Every Michael Mann movie should receive the 4K Steelbook. Miami Vice next. Miami Vice got the Blu-ray Steelbook from Mill Creek, and it had the director's cut. Do I have that close to me? Because that is a very nice-looking Steelbook. I don't know if I do or not. Trying to look on it on the fly is never a good sign. I don't think I do, but maybe I do. I don't. Sorry, I think it's like directly behind me, and my arms can't grab that way. But it's a very nice looking Steelbook. Mill Creek Entertainment put it out. Look it up. Steelbook looks phenomenal. What way to kick off the week after SummerSlam? And yeah, very good, man. Yeah, SummerSlam was a fun pay-per-view, was it not? I had a blast with it. You have the Collateral Blu-ray Steel, the same artwork you believe, but couldn't resist the 4K. Man, I have the 4K and have not watched it, but I bet it looks phenomenal. That's one of the ones that needs to go higher up on my watch list for sure. How's it going, Eli? You're not a fan of Furiosa? Oh, man. I thought Furiosa was a blast. Mad Max 79 this week on your group Sunday Cinema. Can't wait for that. I watched all the Mad Max films before Furiosa came out, and the only one that I'd really seen was Fury Road before then. Oh, I see my Mad Max Fury Road Steelbook. It's on my Steelbook wall right there. That's why I couldn't find it in the collection. Mad Max is fun. Very low budget. Very not like Fury Road at all, if that's what you're kind of expecting. So I just kind of go into that knowing that it's different. But there is a relationship in there that I do like. I do appreciate for sure. I think that's a fun time. SummerSlam is definitely a 10 out of 10 if you missed it. It's high. I don't know. I can never say anything is perfect, but a lot of the matches were pretty darn solid. That's for dang sure. But let's get kicked into the week of the 20th because, good Lord, there are a lot of Steelbooks getting released. Let's see here. What's the first one out on here? Should we get into the Steelbook line first? I think we should. Let's do it. Why not? Let's go and share the screen over on Walmart. I think I'm going to find every single one of these on Walmart.com. I left a link to the Collateral Steelbook from Amazon. If you click on that, it'll cost you the same, and I get like a 20% kickback or something like that. off of anything you buy from that click. So if my talking about that Steelbook made you want to buy a Steelbook or any of the Steelbooks here, just click that Amazon link and it would be greatly appreciated. Helps me get a little bit of money so I can purchase as many of these Steelbooks as I possibly can. I spit on your grave. Steelbook. There's this whole line coming to Walmart. Bloody disgusting. These are all Blu-rays, which is kind of a bad thing. I mean, horror movies, every movie is okay on Blu-ray. I'm never upset when it is a Blu-ray, especially when the price is that great. $22.96. If it was $19.99, I would like it a heck of a lot more, but I feel like $22.96 is $19.99 in 2024 dollars. Does that make sense? That sentence makes sense. But Bloody Disgusting is teaming up with Lionsgate to put out a whole line of horror steelbooks. And honestly, their selection of movies is at least different. It's not what I would originally think of, which is kind of nice to say. This I Spit on Your Grave is the remake. It's not the original, of course. Looks like we have some audio commentaries, remaking a Cold Icon. That'd be a fun one to watch. I have not seen the remake. I have not seen the original. I have the original on 4K. I've always been kind of nervous to see it, believe it or not. We have an inside shot right here. All of these steelbooks have a black and white inside with like a splash of whatever color they're doing on the characters, I believe. At least that's what this one is showing. I don't know any of those bad guys at all, but they look like some hillbillies up to no good. That's never fun. The steelbook is fine. They all have this aesthetic to where like they have a giant face on it with like some color breaks in the designs. This is one line where they're not going to all be the same rating. I think that this sucker is going to go and get... It's not blowing my socks off. I don't know what the back of this steelbook looks like from all of those images, but it's not hurting my feelings at all when I look at it either. So that's always a good thing. And I'm going to talk about one of the ones that I'm most excited about next. And that is, Jesus, did I spell that wrong? I think I did. Here we go. Oh, there are quotes on the back. Remember when I just said that I am not a fan of quotes whatsoever? Let's go back to Walmart here. And let's look at Your Next. Oh my God, what is happening to us? Aubrey. Or I guess there's no exclamation. It's only a question mark. Oh my God, what is happening to us? I don't know. The quotes I've never been a fan of. This artwork, though, I love Your Next. I think Your Next is a great slasher movie. It's got some originality mixed in, which is always nice. This one doesn't have an inside shot. This one decides to only do the front and back cover. The inside, I'm assuming, is going to be black and white. I think all of the other ones have what the insides look like. Oh, Jesus. No Ordinary Home Invasion, the making of Your Next featurette. We got a commentary by Adam Wingard. Always nice to see. And I want to say that Adam Wingard is directing an original horror movie now. He was supposed to direct the third Godzilla versus Kong movie, but he decided, or Warner Brothers wasn't going to wait for him. They decided to just go on and make that movie without him, even though Godzilla x Kong New Empire made a ton of money with him. It's kind of nice to see him go back to his horror roots. I like this steelbook better than the I Spit on Your Grave one. Is it in very good territory, though? I don't know. I feel like the split down the middle in the mask, I feel like it could have been a little bit cleaner. This looks a little like art should be free-flowing, and this one seems a little cookie cutter, if that makes any sense at all. I think I am going to go over here and go back to the tier list. And let's do Your Next at a good. I like this one. I'm going to rate this list while we're going. I will rate every single steelbook at the very end, from best to least best. But right now, I think Your Next is better than I Spit on Your Grave right off the bat. But the next one in this Bloody Disgusting line is Hannibal Rising. And that should pop up right there. There we go. This is Actually, I haven't seen a lot of the Silence of the Lambs movies. I have not seen a lot of the Hannibal movies at all. This is the one I've heard the least about. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it makes me intrigued to add it to the collection for sure. I've seen Silence of the Lambs. I think that's the only movie I've seen in the franchise. I have not seen Hannibal. Have not seen Manhunter, even though I have it like I have 3 separate copies of Manhunter. I have 2 separate copies of Hannibal. Red Dragon I have not seen either, and Hannibal Rising, the prequel, I have not seen. So I feel like this is a movie series I should watch this October. I want to watch the Psycho movies this October, but I think I could fit both of these in if that's the route I want to go. Psycho, 1,000% is happening. I was either going to do creature feature movies, but I'm kind of leaning towards Hannibal just because I feel like that sounds like a more fun watch, I guess. If anybody's watched Hannibal Rising, please let me know because I am very curious on this for sure. Manhunter, speaking of Michael Mann as well, but Hannibal Rising, I think the Steelbook looks okay. I like the head split open of Hannibal more than I did the mask on Your Next. I will say that. I think that looks very, very solid. It is kind of striking that they hide the quotes on all of these except for Your Next, because the quote is by far just the laziest part of this release to me. I like that inside shot too. I think I'm done with this one. I think I know where I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna go tier list. I think Hannibal Rising gets the very good. I think it barely squeaks by the good, goes to the very good. I think that imagery, even in this small stamp size, looks very striking. So Hannibal Rising, very good. Let's continue to go down the line and go. Actually, we have a few comments here. Let's go to that and then continue with the Bloody Disgusting line. The only Steelbook I want in the Bloody Disgusting line is that Hannibal one and maybe Sinister. We will get to Sinister. I have Sinister on Blu-ray, so this would just be a packaging upgrade. But I love Sinister. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Tiana is in the house. How's it going? Your next Steelbook looks awesome. Oh, Your Next Steelbook one. Yeah, it's a great movie. I am on the fence about buying it, Tiana, just because there is a 4K release coming from Second Sight, and Second Sight releases, their transfers look so phenomenal. So I am looking for a reason to get Your Next. I want to say I have the movie. I'm trying to look now. I don't even have Your Next. Are you serious? I thought I had Your Next. So I need to have Your Next in the collection. Is it going to be the 2296 Steelbook, or is it going to be like the 34 something or other? I'm not going to get the giant box. I just want the standard release from Second Sight. They do such a great job on their transfers. I think I want the transfer in my collection for sure. You've seen Hannibal, and then you've seen Red Dragon. You've never seen Hannibal Rising, but I'm a big fan of Silence of the Lambs and the other ones. And the movie, it was basically Hannibal when he's young. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. It's a prequel. I honestly don't know anything else about it, though. I think they were going with the quotes on the back because the steels for Friday the 13th had the quotes on them, and it got a good review on the art style. I know Paramount did the Friday the 13th ones. I get it, and a lot of Steelbooks do the quotes. I just think it's so lazy. I think it's beyond lazy. I would rather have original artwork than random quotes from the movie. That's just me. People might like the quotes. For me, I am all artwork all the way. Griff 3024 asks what Steelbook protectors I use. I use Malco. I have a partnership with Malco. I want to say their link is in my description as well if you want to go and get exactly the ones that I use. But they make sizes for Steelbooks on their own, Steelbooks with the slipcover protectors, premium Steelbooks. They make a size for just about anything that you want to use. So yeah, I like them as well. You agree on the lazy thought or the laziness though? Give us art. Give us art always. Art for the win all the time. And you're going to look into the Malcos. Okay, very good. Let's go into the next Steelbook though. Which one was that? Was that one of the... You know what? We talked about Sinister. Let's go with Sinister. Sorry, my brain is jumping all over the place right now. Let's talk about Sinister because Sinister is a phenomenal movie. I absolutely adore it. This is kind of lazy. I'm not in love with the inside. I do like how you don't have to take the discs out to see the majority of the artwork. That's nice, because I don't know how often all of you pop out every single disc to look at the artwork on the back of your Steelbooks, but I don't do it that often. So to just have the majority of the art on the left-hand side of the Steelbook is nice. Oh, I do like that. I do like that front image. We have Bagul right here with Ethan Hawke popping out of his face. Very, very nice. If you have not seen Sinister, 1000% recommend. One of my favorites horror movies. When did it come out? The 2010s, right? Like early 2010s. I would say one of my favorite horror movies of the 2010s. It's a very solid watch. The less you know about it, the better. This is also from the director of Doctor Strange 1 and The Black Phone, Scott Derrickson. C. Robert Cargill has wrote every single movie that Scott Derrickson has directed. So it's kind of cool to have a audio commentary with them on it as well. Please don't even look into the movie. Like, this Steelbook does not tell you anything about the movie, which I kind of like, because I didn't know anything about this movie going into it. And I think that's for the best. Especially like watching physical media stuff. This kind of harkens back to like one of the earliest forms of physical media. I will say that, and makes it spooky dooky, home movies, everything. That's all I'm going to say on it. I love the movie. I think this one's hard. This one's hard because I think the front cover art is as promising as Hannibal Rising, but the inside didn't do much for me. This is either going to be at like the top of the good or the bottom of the very good. I think it's going to go top of the good. I love that front cover so much. But the inside left a little bit more to be desired for me personally. And then the other two that we have to talk about are some Texas Chainsaw movies, folks. Two that I have not seen either. I've seen 4 of the Texas Chainsaw movies. I've not seen either of these. So let's go with... Let's see if it even pops up. Texas Chainsaw. What pops up first? Here we go. Texas Chainsaw on Blu-ray, Texas Chainsaw on DVD, and now Texas Chainsaw on Blu-ray, Steelbook. What I have heard about Texas Chainsaw and the next Steelbook we talk about is that they are not great movies, unfortunately. I remember when this movie came out, there was a big emphasis on 3D. This came out around the same time as like My Bloody Valentine 3D, to where 3D was popping, if I do say so myself. It was trying to milk the teat out of every single person they could to get that upsale, to get you to see this movie in theaters in 3D. Whoa. Commentaries by Toby Hooper. Why? Bill Moseley. Gutter. That's crazy. That makes... I don't really listen to commentaries that often, but to hear people from Texas Chainsaw history talk about this installment in the franchise, that's pretty cool. Texas Chainsaw Legacy featurette, Resurrecting the Saw featurette, Casting Terror. The special features on this sucker have me very intrigued to pick this one up. And what did it say? Continues the legacy. So this is a direct sequel to the original Texas Chainsaw. It's pulling a Halloween 2018 to where like nothing else matters. The first film matters, and that is it. So that makes more sense as why Toby Hooper would be in here. Bill Moseley, I don't know why. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. I do like that image as well on the inside. This one, about middle of the road with all of the masks in this Bloody Disgusting line. Where am I leaning? Where am I leaning? Where am I leaning on this one? Let's go. I think this is going to go right behind Sinister for me in the good area. I wanted to like that front cover a little bit more than what I did. Again, none of these are bad. None of these are in the not good territory. I just... there have been some great Steelbook lines, especially in the horror genre, that have been phenomenal. the Mexifunk line from the de los Muertos line, the Day of the Dead line he made, with a whole bunch of like Fox and MGM properties. Chef's kiss, cream of the crop. The front covers of those, they're all S tier. They're all amazing. These are definitely lesser than that, unfortunately, but we also have the lesser price point as well. That's something else that you got to put into the consideration. At least I do. I try to find a deal as many times as I possibly can. So that $22.96 definitely helps my reasoning as to why I would pick some of these up and sit and wait for a sale. But the last one in this bloody, disgusting line that we need to talk about is another sequel, another Texas Chainsaw sequel. This time, it's a Leatherface, baby. Oh, God. Leatherface t-shirts, Leatherface mask, Leatherface Blu-ray. How long until we get to... It's not Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Ooh, that Tiny Terror looks nice. Can we look at that for a second? I need a Leatherface or Toonie Terrors in my life. Okay, that's fun. But let's continue to look for the movie. Let's look for the movie. Oh my God, do I need to look up Texas? Here we go. Texas or Leatherface. I don't even know what year this movie came out. That looks horrifying. I've never seen this, but that looks spooky dooky. And I do like how you don't need to pop the discs out, but there is still artwork on the back as well. There's some nice bones and feet and all that fun Sawyer family stuff. I like that image. I like that image quite a bit. Again, it's got that spooky mask. Is this all this movie has? I feel like they were leaning heavily on this mask. To use it here and to use it on the inside, probably like the only memorable imagery in this movie. That's the vibe I'm getting, at least. There's the mask again. It's on the front. It's on the J card. It's on the inside. What else do you have, movie? And there's not a lot of special features on here either. Behind the bloody mask, making Leatherface. Alternate ending. Okay, that always makes me excited. Okay. And this is before the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay. I do... It's just playing the same image over and over again. It is a great striking image, don't get me wrong. But that automatically puts it in the good. And for me, that puts it lower than Sinister, puts it lower than Texas Chainsaw, puts it lower than Your Next. I want to say above I Spit on Your Grave. But I think that's the order of these Bloody Disgustings. First place, Hannibal Rising. The only one in the very good tier. From front to back to inside, it just looks great. The rest of them are in good, but I do think they look good. Let's go away from horror for a second, shall we? Let's go to the very, very opposite of horror. Let's see here. Let's go and look up a Shout Select title. The Last Unicorn. Speaking of Mexifunk, this does not look like his art style at all, but he did design this one. Look at that. I've never seen this movie. I feel like I'm the wrong demographic for this. It came out around when like I should be watching animated movies. This just always screamed like, man, I like that back art. That looks great. Loving the back imagery outdoes the front for me, for sure. They kind of blend together with the tree in the middle right here. It just goes from like super Lisa Frank aesthetic to some serious stuff is going down. Some like Black Cauldron stuff, some Dark Crystal stuff. I do like those vast contrasts though, from the front to the back. I don't know what the inside looks like on this release, but the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking it. This release is interesting to me because it's a movie that I am okay if I don't own in the collection because it's not super precious to me. I've never seen it, like I said, but I feel like it's one that my girls would like. The Last Unicorn. Very, very interesting. Let's go back to the tier list. And The Last Unicorn I think it's a very good steelbook. I think it looks great. I think it looks pretty dang sharp, if I do say so myself. Am I crazy for thinking The Last Unicorn is as high up as it is? Let me know. I wanna hear your thoughts on this one, because the back really is the main thing that kind of took me over the edge for sure on the good to very good for sure. Malco is great. I'm going to go to some of the comments now. Valco is great. They even make them for big box sets. They make them for just about everything, man. Yeah. He just pre-ordered House of the Dragon Season 2 Steelbook from Groove. I am not. I'm glad, and the Steelbook looks great. I'm just not. I've never been the biggest Game of Thrones fan. So if you are, that makes a lot of sense to get that Steelbook. I thought the Season 1 Steelbook looked good as well. You pre-ordered the Unex Basic 4K and the Walmart Blu-ray Steelbook. You're going to put the 4K disc in the Steelbook. Thought about doing that as well, Movie Addict Matt. I will say that, but I don't know. I feel like spending 60, 70 bucks just to kind of combine the two. There were times that I did do that, but now I kind of like having my boutique stuff in the boutique section. So for that, I think I need to keep the original packaging, but it's not a bad idea. You actually really like the Texas Chainsaw movie? That's good to hear, Dustin. Okay. Decently priced, you must say. Thank you, Walmart. Absolutely. That $22.96. Can't go wrong. Do I have the Beetlejuice Walmart exclusive on the list for the ranking? It comes out this month. I don't have it on here just because it's a re-release. It's a re-release because the new movie is coming out. They already had this 4K Steelbook come out a couple of years ago. So I personally did not put it on the list. I don't put re-releases on the list, but it is a very cool, striking looking Steelbook for sure. Yep, exactly. Movie Hunter. It was a re-release of a Best Buy exclusive. I think we're going to be getting a lot of those. I think either Walmart or Amazon is going to take a lot of the designs that Best Buy had, wait a couple years, and voila, magic trick. It's brand new. It's brand new, customers. Just wondering if I've seen the movie Night of the Creeps from '86. You think it's a great movie and you should check it out if you haven't. It's a great zombie flick. I've had that in my collection for 5+ years and I have not seen it yet. It's been on the watch list. My watch list is crazy. Let's see if I can pop up my app because I can show you just how ridiculous my list of movies is. Okay, yeah, right here. I don't know if you can see this. There we go. This is the My Movies app. Can we make this? Nope. This is just going to be bright. I have 2,599 titles in my collection. Those are just individual releases. If we're talking movies, 2,741. Out of all of these, I've seen 1,566 of the movies. I have not seen 1,175 of the movies. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely nuts? You can see on the bar or the pie charts over here, it's getting close to that 50-50 split, and I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. It's at like 55-45 right now. It doesn't make me excited, that's for sure, because I feel like I had this whole week off. I mean, I went on vacation for part of it, but I watched 6 of the movies that I haven't seen before. That's all I could fit in on a week to where I had nothing else to do. Now I go back to work tomorrow and it's just going to be like, yeah, I'm going back to like the 2 to 4 movies a week situation. And then I cram a lot, as many as I can on the weekend. Yeah, the collection's getting out of control, but Night of the Creeps is one that I've wanted to watch for a while. Maybe I did zombie flicks like 4 years ago, but there's still a lot that I didn't get to. I love me a good zombie flick. You pre-ordered the Beetlejuice Steelbook last month. Good to hear. Dude, Night of the Creeps is so good. Definitely check it out. I've heard that. I know I need to check it out for sure. It's on the list. It's been on the list forever for me to see. But speaking of lists, let's get back to this tier list, shall we? We did one animated movie. Let's go to another animated movie, which again, I won't have a lot of insight on. That is Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie is getting a Steelbook treatment in 2024. What world do we live in? This is the only picture that I have of it. There might be something on, if we just type it up. I will do that here shortly. I loved Pokemon. I loved Digimon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out around the same time as all of those. I just never caught the bug. I have a group of friends who adore Yu-Gi-Oh! Man. It just never did anything for me. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie Steelbook. Let's go. Let's go. Images. Here's a front and back. Let's see if we can make that a little bit bigger. Everything else was just practice. Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. I mean, that's a good image. This just seems like a lot of random images from the movie crammed on there. I don't think I see. Oh, is that the inside of this one? Or no? It might be. That's not doing much for me though. It's really not. For me, not knowing a lot about anybody from the show, it's not helping the chances of this getting a high rating. Unfortunately, I think this is the first not good. That back does not. Oh, the image I used was of the front and back for the thumbnail here. The back is not great to me. I love the image of Yu-Gi-Oh! On the front, but then of that random monster behind him just didn't look great. And if that was the inside of the Steelbook, that did not look good as either. The first not good. Let's see if people kill me in the comments. I'm very interested for sure. Oh shoot, I forgot one of the ones from that the Lionsgate Bloody Disgusting line. How could I do that? I can't believe I did that. Let's go back here. Let's go to sharing the screen. And let's go, not Last Unicorn. Let's do Wolf Creek. Totally forgot about this. I didn't see a Steelbook option. It should be one of the first ones to pop up, though. It's not. What? Did Wolf Creek? Okay, it hasn't sold out yet. Wolf Creek. I watched this for the first time about 5-6 months ago. Wanted to like it a little bit more than what I did. I thought the concept was great. It was just a very slow moving movie. And I didn't mind the characters at all. It's just, I don't know. I wanted more to happen, and it did not. That scene is pretty dang frightening. It does take about half the movie's runtime for anything to really happen that you want to have happen in this movie. I think it's fine. I think the movie's fine. I do like this image, and I do like that image. Do I like it enough to go in the very good camp? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me think about this. We can all think about it together, huh? Let's do Wolf Creek. I think it's better than I Spit on Your Grave. I think it's better than Leatherface. I don't know if it's better than Your Next, though. It's not better than Sinister or Texas Chainsaw. I can't remember. The inside, they didn't show the inside of Wolf Creek or of Your Next. I'm going to go here for now and hope that the inside of Your Next looks great. But as of right now, the new ranking with all of the movies in the Bloody Disgusting line. Hannibal Rising #1, Sinister 2, Texas Chainsaw 3, Your Next 4, Wolf Creek 5, Leatherface 6, I Spit on Your Grave, number 7, last place. But still in the good category. Still in the good category. Zombie movies are so much fun. Absolutely, Tiana, they are. I've been trying to watch through all of my blind buys. It's taken me a year and a half, and I still have 60-ish titles. Man, you get it. It happens. It happens to everybody, and especially the thing that's been burying me for a good thing. I'm not complaining at all, but when I get movies sent to me, it just kind of waves them, and a lot of the time it's movies that I've never seen. So that's what is. I used to be at like a 70-30 split. But since I got new movies in to review, sometimes I get time to watch them. Sometimes I don't. And it's slowly turning that pie chart to about almost even. I pre-ordered the Bad Boys Steelbook and Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. Bad Boys looks great. I think Kingdom looks pretty good too. We'll get to that shortly. I really want the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie Steelbook. I remember when you used to have it on DVD and you got like 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards with them. It'd be cool if you got Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards with this one, with the Blu-ray. You love Yu-Gi-Oh! Tiana loves Yu-Gi-Oh! Collector Movie Man remembers watching the anime TV show and you played the card game online. My friends, again, super, like they still do this and they quote it just to, oh man, yeah. I have no idea what they're talking about. They're like, Heart of the Cards. That's all I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards. Okay, let's move on. Huh? What is the next one that we should do? A lot of horror in August, a crazy amount of horror for August, not even September horror, August horror. It's going to be on the shelf for a couple of months. Let's get to some of the... So these Steelbooks are re-releases, but I am showing them off because it's a new transfer. It's a 4K movie instead of the Blu-ray that it was originally packaged in. And I'll show off all of those before I share the screen again, because I have both of these. Back in the day, Best Buy was selling these movies for $9.99. So I picked up the entire line from Alex Ross. We have Frankenstein. Love this artwork. I think this artwork is phenomenal. And this is like one of the only times where I'm okay with just showcasing the font of the title card on the back because it's just so iconic. This one and Dracula look absolutely great. Again, the Blu-ray on the inside. And here is just a montage of a lot of different scenes from the movie. I really adore this entire line of Steelbooks. I watched Frankenstein for the first time a couple of years ago. I think this Blu-ray still looks great. I bet the 4K looks phenomenal as well. But yeah, and here is Dracula. These had slipcovers. The new ones, I believe, also have these slipcovers, which is great. It'll just say 4K Ultra HD up here and Blu-ray and digital HD. But it has a lot of great information on the slipcover. But again, we have the classic Dracula font on the back. Man, these are dented to hell. I did not really remember them being that way. This artwork just so great. I love these releases a lot. I do not hate having just a montage of images from these old Universal Monster classics. And here's my dilemma on where I should rank them. These were released 5 years ago. I feel like 5 years is a good window to go and get the 4K treatment, even if you're just going to re-release the Steelbook. Because I feel like a lot of people didn't pick these up back in the day. Or maybe some people started collecting before they even realized that these were released. So for me, if we're just basically going off of the artwork on these, you can't do much better. These Alex Ross, all of these Steelbooks are great. I do think I like the Dracula one a little bit more. God, I don't know. We'll save the ranking for after, but honestly, like both of these, still some of the highlights in my collection. Both of these would be somewhere hovering that top 100 in my Steelbook collection. Here are the spines as well. Again, just showcasing that awesome font. I love these releases. I am gushing so much about these releases. I do like both of them, but yeah, they are all very, very good. Are the 4K Steelbooks. Absolutely. Universal Monsters, Alex Ross artwork, they're the best. They're the best. Do they have all the Universal Monster movies on 4K Steelbook? No. But I would not be shocked if they released all of them with the 4K transfers. Because I want to say all of them do have the 4K transfers. They made these Alex Ross Steelbooks for The Mummy, for Creature of the Black Lagoon. There's a couple. The Wolfman. Those are the 5 I can remember off the top of my head. I know Movie Hunter knows, so if he wants to shout them out, he can. Do you think Ready or Not will ever get a Steelbook? I genuinely love that movie and want one so bad. I just don't know how Steelbook releases work. Do any of us? I think the team who made Ready or Not made Scream 5 and 6. They also made Abigail that just came out. I could see Ready or Not getting possibly a Steelbook treatment from like a Scream Factory. I know there's a 4K out already. That could possibly get a Steelbook from a boutique label somewhere. I don't know if a Universal would release one or not. They might. I would like to see it. I enjoyed Ready or Not quite a bit. You have the Creature from the Black Lagoon Steelbook with Alex Ross artwork, and it's beautiful. Yes. 1000% agree. Only 2 Monster previously released in 4K. I believe they will do the same. Yes, you and me are very in sync, Movie Hunter, for sure. I think they're going to do all the ones that they already have Steelbooks for and just put 4K discs in there. Why wouldn't they? How much are they charging for this? Do I even want to know? Is it $30? I bet it's $30 for Steelbook they've already released. Sorry, this is very boring because I'm not even showing you. $26.96 for these Steelbooks. But as you can see, I will share the screen really quick. Sorry. As you can see on this screen, we have Frankenstein and we have Dracula, the exact same Steelbooks I already showed off, but with a 4K disc. You're just paying $17 more than I did for these Steelbooks. So that's, take it as you will. Inflation is a bitch, but yeah, at least you get a new transfer. Ooh, that Fright Night for $21.67. That's, if you don't have this movie, I had a blast with Fright Night. I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. Sorry. I had a blast with Fright Night. Probably my favorite vampire flick of all time now that I've seen it about a month ago. And I just watched Fright Night Part 2 about a couple of weeks ago. That was also really, really fun. I don't know. There's got to be some rights issue on why Fright Night Part 2 has not had a boutique release from anybody. That movie is too good and too much fun, just like the first one, not to have a mainstream release. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre. The Blu-ray steals for the Universal Monsters, Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Creature. Oh, Bride of Frankenstein. I have that one too. And Invisible Man. Yes, I have all of these, and I just forgot. There's 7, not 5. Might be it. But okay, let's go on to the next Steelbook, shall we? I'm not sharing the screen still. There's a lot of juggling when I try to share screens on here. Let's go to Joker 4K Steelbook. And of course, with Joker Folie à Deux coming out, they had to make a new Steelbook. I already have a Joker 4K Steelbook, so I don't necessarily need this one in my life. That being said, there's so many great images from this movie that I could see somebody who loves this movie collecting all of the Steelbooks just to make sure that they have all of them in their life. This one, very minimalistic, but I don't hate it. I really don't. Here is a shot of the front with the spine. And I will say, just like my release that I have, I love how the spine spells out the name of Joker vertically instead of horizontally. Stands out so well in the best way in your collection. I feel like that's not talked about enough. It looks phenomenal. Looks phenomenal. Are there any better pictures of this Steelbook out there? Let me check. And while I'm checking, I will show off my 4K Steelbook that I got from Best Buy back in the day. I don't know what imagery I like better. I will say that. I think both of them are solid. Like I said, there's so much great imagery from this entire film. But here's the back, of course, the famous steps scene. And on the inside, I think it's the same inside as what the new one is. It's a Joaquin Phoenix putting on his makeup. And again, another way to where like you can keep the discs in here, but still see the main artwork on the inside. Love that touch. It is a good for sure. I'm going to put this sucker back over there. That's all of my show and tell I have this week. But I do want to see if I can find Joker 4K Steelbook. And if there's any more imagery from this release. I'm not seeing it, folks. It might be out there, but I'm not seeing it readily available to me. Oh, here we go. I don't know if this is the same Steelbook. It looks like the same Steelbook to me, but let me show you this screen here. Boom. We have that same front cover, and we have the talk show that he's on. He's just going out in the curtains. Another great shot from the movie. That's a nice back cover. I will say that. That looks very good. It's crazy not to have the steps on any Joker home media release because it's such an infamous scene from this movie. But I do like the talk show. I'm a sucker for late night TV. Okay, that being said, let's go over to the tier list. And I think this Joker Steelbook is a very good Steelbook. It's not amazing. I would say it's close, but it's not to that tier. It's not to that amazing tier just yet, in my opinion. We're getting there. Don't worry. We still have 3 more Steelbooks that come out on the 20th to talk about, okay? And we might as well get one of the Scream Factory Steelbooks out of the way. Let's go with we've talked about zombie films. Let's talk about one of my favorite zombie film of all time, maybe. There's so many great ones. This is the most fun. I have a blast. Actually, I don't even know if I can say that. I'm trying to find the Steelbook here. Where is this? Is this sold out already? Let's type in Steelbook. There it is. And it is out of stock already. That's scary. That is very, very scary. But let's go in here, go to Walmart, and look up, where'd it go? The Return of the Living Dead. Love this movie so much. Blends humor and horror perfectly. Visual effects are outstanding. Tarman, the person breaking out of the canister here, some of the best visual effects I've ever seen in my life. They look amazing. They look amazing. What's not amazing, though, and it's unfortunate that it's not amazing, is that they just have the container that the zombie is in. It's a conceptual steelbook. I just think the concept misses more than it hits. I like the front enough. The back seems pretty damn lazy, if I am being honest. I have a Second Sight Film steelbook of The Return of the Living Dead. That artwork looks amazing. I should have brought that with me. I'll look that up over here shortly. But that artwork looks amazing. I also recently bought this movie on 4K during the Shout Factory sale. And I want to say a few days later, this steelbook was released. If I would have known it was getting the steelbook treatment, I probably would have waited. Because I do like this. I mean, just zooming into this. Oh my God, there's so much great detail that is just screaming from this steelbook. It looks great. Just that back, the back is very boring to me. First, let's look and see if I can find this steelbook, what the inside looks like. The Return of the Living Dead steelbook. Let's do 4K first. If I do pick this up, this will be my third steelbook for this movie. Speaking of Mexi Funk, I'll share my screen here. Let's go here. He did have that Day of the Dead line right here with this amazing looking Return of the Living Dead Tarman. Looks so good. I don't know if I'll try to find the second side, but I'm trying to find the inside of Return of the Living Dead as well as looking for the inside of Return of the Living Dead. There it is. There's the second side steelbook I have. Looks great. Looks nothing like the movie, but I absolutely love the art style they went with. Looks like Planet CHH also loves Return of the Living Dead, the greatest zombie film. I think it is mine. I really do. Here is Tarman. Looks nothing like what the steelbook looks like. I have a pin of Tarman as well. There is a couple shots of Tarman. Just looks so nice. I am not seeing the inside of the steelbook anywhere, though. That's kind of a bummer. I'm going to stop looking. That's a big bummer. Just going off of what I have, I am going to have... It saddens me. This saddens me. I think the front cover is great. The back is not. So it just gets put down to good. Unfortunately, this hurts my heart. This one really hurts my heart because I adore this movie. They just could have done a lot better with the steelbook, in my opinion. Am I crazy? If I am crazy, please let me know. Let's see here. We have a couple more comments here. Although the Blu-ray has a slip on them where the 4K... Oh, the 4Ks don't have a slip. Ooh, that's kind of a bummer. The 4Ks don't have these slips. Are you serious? That's just sad. Every steelbook should have a slipcover like this. I think the first time I ever saw a steelbook with a plastic slipcover was Knives Out. And it just blew my brain apart. I'm like, you can do this? This is a thing that steelbooks can have? Just gives an extra added protection from scratches. It's the best. That sucks that the 4K re-releases don't have that. Why don't they have that? That sucks. I have the same Joker steelbook that you have, and I like it better than the new one. I think they're both pretty good. I can't wait to get the Joker steelbook because I missed out on the Best Buy one. Totally get it. But since we talked about Scream Factory, let's go to the other Scream Factory release. On the same day, we have Evil Dead 2013. And dear Lord, look at this image. Oh my God. This looks amazing. I love this so much. In fact, I just bought this on 4K as well. I found it at a used video store for 18 bucks. Again, this Steelbook is $36.99. Like, prices on Steelbooks are getting a little ridiculous. I want to say the Return of the Living Dead one was $4 less than this one. Like, what? I don't know how they are kind of like going over what movies should cost. It feels like they're just pulling it out of the air. But I will say, this image, oh my God, it looks amazing. It's got Jane Levy, the main actress, if you will, from this movie, in her Demite. It's not Demigorgon. It's whatever her zombie form is from Evil Dead. I can't remember. Deadite. It's a Deadite. Her Deadite form. That looks haunting. I could stare at this for a while. I won't, but I could, because that imagery is amazing. Who did that artwork? Let's look at the Evil Dead Steelbook. See if we can find any more imagery from this. Okay, I did find a little bit, I do believe. Let's go and look at this, because we can showcase off another Steelbook. Number one, this Steelbook looks great. I've wanted to have this in the collection forever, and I just haven't, because that's amazing. Very simplistic on the back. It uses the same artwork, whatever. That front cover rocks hard. I'm trying not to curse. I could definitely curse when talking about Evil Dead. But I'm assuming this is what the whole Steelbook looks like. It's one of those continuous shot Steelbooks, which I am a big fan of. I think that looks so damn good. I don't know what the inside looks like at all. I'm trying to search. Just looking at all, I have this Steelbook as well. Again, probably one of my favorite. I don't know if it cracks the top 100 or not. The inside is what really sets it apart. So here is the front and back in Steelbook form. I think that looks great. Just going off of what I can find online, which is hard to do, because you don't have everything that you want when you're rating these. But, ooh, unless this is it. Is this it? Ooh, my God. I think that's it. Let's frickin' go. Okay, there's a lot of imagery here that I probably should not show. Let's stop this. Let's go here. I know what I'm doing with this immediately. Boom. Going to S tier. Get up there. S tier, Evil Dead. That inside shot. Woo! Just completely, yes, to the moon. I own this movie on 4K. I already have a Steelbook for it. This is going to be like a quadruple dip for me for this movie. I like this movie so much. Fede Alvarez directs the crap out of it. Cannot wait to see Alien Romulus in a couple of weeks. Still looking for one of those popcorn buckets, by the way. The Cinemark around me sold out the day they got them in. So that's fun. And now they're selling for like $100+ on eBay. That's also fun, is it not? I have a popcorn bucket collection. I wanted this one more than the Deadpool and Wolverine one. And it sold out quicker than the Deadpool and Wolverine one. So that's fun. But a franchise that is fun. We'll stop being Debbie Downers over here, huh? Let's go and look up Tremors. Okay. Tremors 7-movie collection. Let's go. We're not doing the 6 movie anymore. They had a Steelbook for the 6-movie collection. Thank God I did not pick that up. I'm trying to find that one for you. Maybe they don't have it on here anymore, but that's okay. We have the Tremors 7-movie collection, $50, 7 movies, not too bad. Glow in the dark Steelbook, limited edition, folks. I do like that Steelbook. That's all you need. Let the Tremors sell themselves. Having a giant underground worm should be the major showcase on your Steelbook. They've done an original Tremors Steelbook with just the Tremor. They did the Tremors 6 movie collection Steelbook. Yeah, and here is 7. Comes with all the digital codes, which is nice. I have seen the first 3 Tremors. I enjoyed all of them. I know that Tremors 7 has John Heater in it from Napoleon Dynamite. I know that 6 has Jamie Kennedy. Oh, 5 has Jamie Kennedy too. Okay. I have the first 3 on VHS. So that is how I've watched this entire franchise. I feel like VHS is perfect for Tremors. Got Reba McEntire, Kevin Bacon's in the first one. Yeah, just a lot of fun. And yeah, John Heater. There we go. I think I've seen bits and pieces of 7. I think I saw some of the John Heater one, Shrieker Island. But is there any other Steelbook images from the Tremors 7 movie collection? Tremors 7 movie collection Steelbook. Let's see here. I do like the glow-in-the-dark aspect. It looks a lot better than that whole glow-in-the-dark line that they had. I will say that. It actually has color to it. Here is the Tremors 6 movie collection. Again, just throw a Tremor on there. That's all you need. I feel like they need to continually make Tremors movies every 3 or 4 years just so they can kind of put out another Tremors Steelbook every 4 or 5 years. I am trying to find anything else from this release. I don't think I can. I have this Tremors Steelbook already. Again, throw Tremors on there. That's probably the weakest one out of the bunch, out of the 3 that I've shown off. But the back of this one looks very, very good. And that's enough of showing off a Steelbook that is 5+ years old. I don't see any more images on the inside. Images of the inside. This is the Zavvi exclusive. That's not it. Okay. Swing and a miss on trying to find more images. But just off of what we have, which is just the Tremor, I wish I had more to go off of. But the front cover is pretty strong. Going very good. Going very good on it. Love the franchise. I want a reason to pick this up because, again, I only have the first one on Blu-ray. Why doesn't this film receive the box set treatment from a boutique label? I know Scream Factory doesn't really make a lot of box sets, but if we got a freaking box set for Critters, if we got one for The Omen, if we got one for It's Alive, Tremors deserves the treatment. First tier, we need a Nightmare on Elm Street box set. Right below it, Tremors. Let's go. Hashtag Tremors box set. Where is it? We need this in our lives. But that is all of the Steelbooks coming out on the 20th. We've probably been talking for 45 minutes on all of those Steelbooks that came out on the 20th. A crazy amount, if I do say so myself. But let's see here. Can't wait for the Joker. You're excited for the Tremor 7 film collection? Absolutely. Hoping it's not several movies on each disc. I don't think so. I want to say the Tremor 6 movie collection had six Blu-rays. They were just stacked on top of each other, which is kind of frustrating. I wish it was a little bit thicker and they could kind of space out the discs. But again, another reason why we need a nice box set of Tremors. The Steelbook looks nice, though. I am not mad at that in any sense of the word at all. But let's go over the movies that are coming out the week of the 27th, shall we? And I'm going to go with one that as soon as it got announced, my jaw dropped because, oh my God, Drive. Look at that Steelbook. Sony Pictures. You're making me drool over here. Look at this Steelbook. I'm quickly going to go because I saw it on here. I have this Steelbook, Blu-ray Steelbook of Drive. That's a terrible picture. Dear God. Here it is. There's just so much great imagery that you can do for Drive. It's just so stylized. It's oozing. It's oozing. I already have the 4K Second Sight Films transfer of Drive. It's a great looking 4K transfer. One of the best I've ever seen. There's no reason for me to buy this movie again. But the reason is right in front of you, folks. That's Steelbook. Holy jeez. It's so good. It's so good. The price is crazy. Yes, Movie Hunter, the price is crazy. $46. Grr, indeed, Movie Hunter. $46 is crazy. But they made it shine. They made it so gorgeous. It's insane. Here, I I don't know why this wasn't on Walmart, but over here is a full shot of what the Steelbook looks like. The front looks great. The back looks great. The inside, again, the discs are going to be in the way of Ryan Gosling, but I like how simple that looks as well. The discs have original artwork on them as well. You already know where this is going, don't you? You already know this Steelbook is going automatically up to S tier. Dear Lord. As soon as that Steelbook got announced, I'm like, God damn it. This has to go in the collection. It is too beautiful not to be sitting behind me on these shelves. It's so good. It's so good. There's nothing more to say. It's S tier. It's amazing. Let's move on to the next. Let's go with a TV show. We were just talking about House of the Dragon about a half an hour ago, right? Let's talk about Star Trek Discovery. Season 4, I want to say. The final season, I want to say. Is this it? Or is this it? I don't think this is it. Star Trek Steelbook. Let's just do that, huh? Because I want to say it's the final season. I don't think the 4th season is the final season. There. Well, that's season 5. That's the one I'm looking for. There's the Steelbook. It's already out of stock. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Jesus. Star Trek Discovery. I haven't seen any of Star Trek Discovery. I've not seen a lot of Star Trek, period, in my life. I will say, this Steelbook looks pretty lazy. It looks very photoshopped. It just has the main character from the show with USS Enterprise flying away with whatever rings this is. She's like getting beamed up to the Enterprise. It's not working. It's not working for me. I should do my research and I should look up Star Trek Discovery, the final season Steelbook, and just see if there's any more images. Star Trek Discovery Steelbook. Final season. Here it is. And woof. Okay, look at this. That is sad. That's just sad. It's got more of the frickin' beam me up things on the back. That looks like the core of the earth. That looks sad. And then just a whole shot of your entire crew. Nah. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. In fact, I'm going to stop sharing that. I'm going to go over here. I think this is a not good Steelbook, folks. I think that is very, very lazy. And I would borderline say that's terrible. If the inside was worse, I would say that's terrible. But as is, bad, not good. Let's see here. What else are you guys saying in the comments, huh? That is Mondo pricing. Yes, it absolutely is. That Steelbook is crazy priced, but it is amazing. It's drool-inducing. They're going to get people to bite. I know they are. That's top tier. It's probably the best looking, should be number 1. Yeah, that Steelbook for Star Trek Discovery is lazy. Amazon still has it for $41. Star Trek Discovery or Drive? I'm assuming you mean Star Trek Discovery, unfortunately. But let's go to the Soul Arrow Video Steelbook of this month. It's nice to see Arrow Video dipping their toes back into the Steelbooks, right? Arrow Video Desperado. Did I spell that right? I did. $60. That can't be right. That can't be right. Desperado. Movie's fun. It's not worth $6. That can't be right. I have an Amazon one pulled up. Let me just check. Desperado 4K. Where are you? Is this a Walmart exclusive? Oh my God. That would be terrible. Desperado 4K Steelbook. I am not seeing it on Amazon at all. $60. Oh my God. I'm a little bit baffled by that. That threw me off. That's crazy. That's crazy. Desperado 4K Steelbook. Let's see if we can find any more images of this sucker. And no. As much as I can see, no. There's no way it's $60. It'll be cheaper on Arrow Video's website. It has to be. The only thing that I can see is that it comes with a booklet. That's like the only extra piece of content I have. I hate how the Blu-ray and 4K look exactly the same. Absolutely despise that. The front cover is fine, but I'd rather see him walking away from the explosion on the front cover. I get that this is the poster artwork of Desperado, but I don't know. It's just not. It's fine. It's fine. It's just not trying too hard, and that cannot be right. Let's look at Orbit.com really quick. How much do they have it for? $41.99 on OrbitDVD.com. Okay. Still expensive. Still way too expensive for Desperado. Jesus, that's crazy. I am gonna share the screen. Go back here. I think it's fine. Makes me want to put it not good for it being $42, but on this program, when I'm ranking, I go strictly off art. I don't do price because you never know when you're going to find it cheaper. And I always want to just rank all of these on the artwork alone. Let it stand alone on that foot. But Jesus. Desperado's fun. It's not $42 fun, in my opinion. I could be wrong. And it's been a very long time since I've seen Desperado, so who knows? But last but not least, the Steelbook that I am going to talk about is another doozy, folks. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Is it of the planet or for the planet? Kingdom. Oh God, is this sold out? Not sold out yet. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, getting under $40 again. Finally, I think this Steelbook looks strong. I think that artwork is striking. They are trying with this. I appreciate them trying. The inside looks like it's just a shot, a beautiful shot, atmospheric shot of the film. I still haven't seen this movie, even though I like Rise. I adore Dawn. I think War was a little weak. I've heard this one's pretty dang good, though. I have. So let me look up Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes Steelbook. There's some imagery here. Let me share this with you. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The back got more apes. Got that hawk on the ape's arm. I really like that shot. I love how Fox and Disney put original artwork on the freaking discs. And now that Sony is helping them out, Sony has been pretty good at putting that artwork on their discs as well. It just seems like the partnership between Sony and Disney when it comes to releasing physical media, I think it's going to be a benefit. I think it's going to be more positive than it is negative. I think the Steelbook looks strong. I think the Steelbook looks really dang good. I think that this Steelbook deserves to go in the very good camp. I'll just place it here for now. That's every single Steelbook that is coming out this month. But now we get to the tough decisions. Now we get to ranking them from the very best to the very least best. I think I love Frankenstein and Dracula, but just because of the re-release aspect of it, they're going to be 3 and 4 respectively. We've got 2 newcomers in the ring. We've got Evil Dead. We've got Drive. And honestly, it's toe-to-toe. This is a barn burner. This is a bare knuckle brawl. But I think the Drive is number 1 with a bullet. As soon as I saw it, like I said, my jaw dropped. Evil Dead, the more I see it, the more I'm just haunted by that face. I love the one spread of the front and back cover. I love the inside artwork. But all of that can also be said for Drive and then some. Dracula, and if they could both share a bronze medal, I would put it around both of their necks. But I think I'm going to put Frankenstein a little bit above Dracula. For me. Going into the very goods. The one just staring at it that is just the most striking is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That'll be number one. I'm gonna go Last Unicorn number two. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I really the more I learned about that Steelbook release, just talking about it with all of you, the more I'm like, yeah, that's a very cool looking Steelbook for sure. Just because we don't know a lot about Tremors, it'll be on the lower side. But I think the quotes on Collateral, I'm not a big fan of. You can say the same thing about Hannibal. Let's do. Man, these are all kind of jumbled together for me. I'm okay with Joker here. I'm okay with Tremors. Nah, Furiosa, Tremors, Hannibal. And in fact, put Hannibal here. There we go. I think here's the very good. The good, all of these are already ranked. Thank God. So we don't have to do that yet. Desperado is going to be at the end of all of them. It's just, does Return of the Living Dead go before all of these or after all of these? The back I really don't like, but the front is so striking. I guess you could say the backs of all of these are going to be quotes. I think I'm going to put Return of the Living Dead at the very front of good, and then the vast majority of these Bloody Disgusting Steelbooks, and then Desperado at the end, which is crazy. Arrow Video should be right up there with Scream Factory, and this release is just not... I mean, it's fine. It's just not doing a lot. I feel like they played it very safe with this Steelbook release. And I think I'm going to leave this the same too. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Star Trek Discovery. But there we have it. Here are the 21 Steelbooks in order from best to least best. All of these I will be adding to the collection. I already have these two. These two, Drive and Evil Dead, will be added to the collection very, very shortly. Before we go, we will talk with the comments. Arrow has it for $45. Orbit DVD, $41.99. But yeah, it's crazy. $60 is stupid. Don't buy it from Walmart. Don't buy this one from Walmart at all. Arrow and Amazon have it a little bit cheaper. You're so excited to get Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. You can't wait for it to arrive. I'm definitely getting that one as well. Cannot wait to watch it. I want to get it as well. Looks great, or looks nice. Evil Dead Steel should be number one. It was close. But I think Drive edges it out. They're all amazing. They're all S tier. But I think the front and back of Drive outdoes the front and back of Evil Dead. But it's close. It's really close. Collector Movie Man, what's your top three? Deadpool's your number one of the year. Dune Part 2 is your number two. Okay, very good. I think my favorite movie of the year is Late Night with the Devil. I really, really enjoyed that for sure. You haven't seen Drive? Okay. If you haven't seen Drive, I feel like you need to. And if you don't have it in the collection, this is one to definitely pick up. I'm jealous of you for watching Drive for the first time. Perfect ranking. Thank you, Movie Hunter. Thank you very much. Am I getting the When Titans Ruled the Earth 4K collection? I'm not. If they were the original movie was in there, the Ray Harryhausen, I would be more tempted to get it. But it's just the two remake movies from the mid-aughts. Just no. Good tier list. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. But yeah, I think that is it, everybody. We had a great August tier list. Great Steelbooks coming out this month. Very, very excited to get my hands on a lot of them. Thank you for watching this nonsense for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I don't have another boutique talk lined up this week. I will have one next week. But I will be live on Friday talking about all of the new releases that I got sent to me or bought personally. I'm looking at that stack right now, and there are about 9 Kino Lorbers. There's an Imprint Films. My Vinegar Syndrome haul finally got to me. So, yeah, just be on the lookout for more live streams. It's fun. Your wallet is dying this month. Absolutely. I 1000% agree. But yeah, thanks again for joining. It's been a blast, as always. But until next time, I'll see you.